Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me again here on Egregier Travel and Adventures. So, welcome, adventurers. Today we find ourselves out in a natural area called Belmondo Reach, and we're going to explore, see if we can't get down to the river, explore the gravel beds. Vugmeister and his son Aiden were out here over the winter. They found some pretty cool stuff, so check it out on their channel. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, as you can see from my breath, maybe you can't, I don't know, it's a little chilly. It's just around 50 degrees, so got my sweatshirt, but I also got my hat, because getting sunburned sucks. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started and head on down to the river. Yeah, just a quick view of the area here, Belmondo Reach, down here by the Cedar River. It's just right off the main highway. Come down that ramp, park over there, and this looks like this is the main trail here by the sun. We're gonna head down to the river, see what we can't see. Alright, so, well, wasn't maybe a 2-3 minute hike down. We're here at the riverside. As you can see, on one side got the beach, and the other side some pretty significant bluffs. And fairly fast moving, pretty deep river. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to be getting into. Like I said, it's about 50 degrees right now, and that water's probably really damn cold, so I'm going to be trying to stay as dry as possible. So I think most of my exploring is going to be limited to this side of the river. And we'll just have to cut through in the brush when we need to get from like one gravel bar to another. If there's shallow spots, I might try and cut over, but like an idiot, I forgot to bring a pair of shoes and a pair of socks, a dry pair of shoes and socks to switch into after this. But that being said, given the temperatures, I'm sure the temperatures of that water, I'm not wanting to get a whole lot of wet today anyway. So anyhow, we're going to start heading upstream. We're going to follow this gravel bank up. I'm not expecting a whole lot. This is a pretty popular place, fairly well populated and traveled and picked over. So, but yeah, we'll see what we can't find today. Well, as is the case, I haven't gotten too far, and I've already found something pretty interesting. I don't know, this looks like it's got some jasper in it. Let's take it down here to the river and see what we got here. Yeah, it's definitely got some jasper in it. It's got some interesting color. I don't know. Neat rock. I don't know that I'm going to take it with me. I'm probably going to leave it right here. But yeah, I have a mountain of jasper at home. But yeah, already haven't gotten too far, and already finding some cool rocks. So we will keep on trekking. And it is a gorgeous morning. It is a gorgeous morning. I'd love to get over to that gravel bed over there, but yeah, this river's moving fast, and it's a lot deeper than Tahuya when I was up there. So I think we'll just have to be content for what we can find over on this side. But you know, already finding some cool stuff. Just have to keep my eyes open. So kind of ran into a dead end on the other part of the trail, and we're back following this one through the woods. It looks like we're coming back up on the river. Maybe we'll hit another gravel bar. Not anticipating taking a whole lot home today, but you know, that's part of what going on an adventure is about. You never know what you're gonna find till you go there. So, well, scanned this little gravel bed area. Didn't really find anything of interest. Did see that there's a hole there where it looks like somebody took a rock out. So I don't know if somebody's been rock hounding up in this area recently or not. But yeah, that river is moving. It is moving. Had quite a bit of rain earlier in the week, so it's probably part of what's causing that. So anyway, we will continue on upstream. It's still a little chilly. I can still see my breath in certain areas. That's alright. It's a great morning. Sun's out. Might have to put some sunblock on here after a minute. And I actually remembered that. I actually remembered sunblock this time. It's an interesting rock. Kind of has a pattern of petrified wood. Huh. Well, interesting. Alright, well, anyway, we will continue on. Well, so we've kind of reached the end of the sort of established trail. Looks like there's a little dirt path that scrambles up the hill, but looking upstream, I'm not seeing a whole lot in the way of gravel banks on this side to be checked out, so we might reverse course and head downstream instead. Yeah, like I said, today is purely an exploratory mission. And I would love to get over to that gravel bar, but man, that river is deep and it is moving fast, so there is no chance unless I find a bridge nearby and can cut around. But yeah, not happening from this location. Anyway, it's part of exploring. We will adjust fire and start heading downrange the other way, heading downstream. So there's where I originally came down in, and like I said, now I'm moving downstream. River's still moving real quick and real deep, but hopefully, as I was driving in, I thought I saw some big gravel beds down this way, so hopefully they're there and not too far of a hike. But yeah, all part of the explorational process. I did go back and pick up that piece of that jasper, that weird looking jasper from earlier. I figure I'll have at least one take home. Won't get completely skunked. Right on. Well, this looks like this is the other end of the line. That trail that I was following. Not really a whole lot here. Some still water. I'm seeing a little bit of gravel over there. I might go have a poke at that, but probably not. I'm not planning on getting too wet today, like I said. Yeah, we'll go back up, see if there's any other trails to follow, but looks like Belmondo's Reach may be a bust for rockhounding. Anyhow, I'll let you know what happens when I get back up towards the car area. But, you know, it's been a fun morning. Well, back in the Subaru, Belmondo's Reach is a bust. The Reach falls short. Yeah. I see a lot of guys with fishing poles, so apparently this is the spot to come fly fishing, but definitely not the spot for rockhounding. There's another place a little further up the road. A natural area. I'm gonna drive up that way, and if there's some parking that's available, we'll get out there and see what we can't see. So we're currently at the Larry Phillips natural area. We're gonna see if we can't find something. I didn't see a whole lot though when I drove by the river on the way up here. Looked like there was the river got a lot deeper and there weren't nearly as many sandbars or gravel beds to check out. So we're gonna follow this down for a bit. Here's all the rules. Cutting, picking, or destruction of trees, plant life, or property is prohibited. Don't worry, we won't be doing that. Well, I thought I'd found a way to cut down to the river, but turned out to be a big old mud pit. Which I luckily, I guess, saw at the last minute, kind of. So I guess we'll reverse course and see if we can't find another way to get down to the river. Came up the road a little bit, and here's this trail, and it looks a lot more used. So we'll see if we can't use this. I mean, I can see the river, so we'll be able to get down to the river. But I guess the question remains, will we be able to get to any kind of gravel bars or anything? So we'll see. I'll let you know when we get there. So we made it down here to the river, and well, there's that gravel bar over there, and it looks like there may be a trail or a way to access it. So depending on how this turns out, I may go up, out, and around. I think this is the spot that Vugmeister was talking about, where the river cut a new channel. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to follow this trail, kind of a trail next to the river that goes down, I guess, the old channel. It's a bit sketchy in spots, but you know, like I said, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what it turns into. I've already found one mud puddle, so what's another one, right? But yeah, we'll keep going. We'll give it a shot and see if we can't find something worth hounding. Well, we made it down this far, and there's a gravel bed out there, and there's a gravel bed over there. And between me and that gravel bed is a river that, well, that channel looks to be at least 6 to 7 foot deep, and then there's also a small stream running off of that way. So I think I'm skunked on this side. I think I'm going to have to go back to, what is it, plan C, plan D, where are we at now? Go up and around, cross the bridge, and maybe try and hit that gravel bank on the other side. So, well, you know, this is part of what exploring is all about. You get to a certain place and realize, nope, this ain't gonna work. And you just got to turn around and head back. So I guess this is that time to turn around and head back. Cedar River, ladies and gentlemen. The Cedar River. Yep. We're going to head for that gravel bank right over there where it says, caution, logs ahead, stay left. Here we go. Hopefully we don't get scooched. Well, I made it to the other side of the river. We got this gravel bank in front of us. We're going to check out. I don't really know what lies downstream. I guess we'll figure that out when we head around the corner here. There's a trail that goes on, so who knows? We'll see what happens. This gravel bank may be the end of today's adventure, or it may just be the beginning. We'll see. But we won't know until we look, right? And here we go. Not seeing a whole lot. I mean, granted, I did just get down here. Seeing some jasper out in the river. Nothing worth really getting wet over. This piece was on the shore. Kind of interesting, red and green mixture going on. A lot of bubbling or cratering in the surface. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. Probably leave it right. But yeah, we'll head that way and see what else we can find. This is when your rock hammer comes in handy, because I saw this piece of jasper. I just saw the red side out in the river. It looked kind of interesting. I want to take a look at it. So rather than having to go out and get soaked, because it was a little bit further beyond my reach, I was able to haul it in with my rock hammer. But it looks like it's just a seam of jasper along some base material. There's some interesting color, but I'm not seeing anything of particular note. It seems like a lot of this river jasper is, at least down here anyway, is pretty heavily pockmarked. So I don't know, unless I find something in the super oh my gosh category, probably not going to be taking a whole lot home. But you know, like I said, I've just gotten started, so I've only explored this much of the bank. So we shall proceed. So just found this guy. It's a bit of quartz. Saw some lines. I thought maybe perhaps pet wood, but no, it's probably just, it's a bit of quartz. But cool thing is and it may not show up on camera, but it's got like a sparkle to it. Like there's a, you know, like if you were looking at like car paint, it would have metal flake. So yeah, pretty cool. We'll go ahead and take it home because it's unique, it's interesting. I found it and I like it, so yeah. So anyway, making our way slowly along the gravel bank, starting to head around the corner. Looks like this may go on for a little bit, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, starting to warm up, but I'm gonna leave my sweatshirt on because cutting through that brush You know, note to self for future adventures: if you're going to be out in this type of terrain, wear a long sleeve shirt or wear something that covers your arms, because if I didn't have my sweatshirt on, I'd have been scratched up multiple times. Berry bushes and other things are quite prevalent out here. And I've got my pants tucked into my socks, trying to avoid ticks, so we'll do a tick check before we get back in the car. Yeah, having a great morning, and the sun's coming out. And interesting is when I got here, there was a guy climbing down here with wearing waders and a fishing pole, and he is gone. I don't know where he went, but he must have his secret fishing hidey hole, because he is nowhere to be seen. But anyhow, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching this far, and hope you continue to enjoy it. Well, it looks like somebody was out here playing recently. They have gathered up all the quartz in one area, and I guess just some other interesting rocks. So that kind of gives me an indication of what I'm probably not going to find out here, which is anything, I don't know. We'll see. Kind of just looking for fossils, jasper, you know, always take an agate for sure. But it looks like this whole bar has been pretty well scrubbed. So we'll continue to walk along. We'll see what we can find. And but yeah, not holding out much hope at this point. Oh well. Said that before, and I've still come away with some amazing pieces, so right on. Well, now I know it can't be all bad, because I found me a polka dot rock. All right, now we're making progress. Found us a polka dot rock, so we'll keep that, and we'll keep on moving downstream. Making our way a little further downstream, found this guy in the sun here. File it under the cool green rock category. It's got some amazing swirls. There's even some orange in it. So yeah, pretty neat. Aventurine, serpentine, ovaltine, I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. I'm gonna take it home. So I made our way a little bit further down. Getting down towards the end of this gravel bank. Back behind some bushes. Should pop out here in a little bit, but just found these two guys here, so we'll get them in the sun. Possible pieces of petrified wood. I'll have to go home and clean them off, get a little bit of better idea, but they definitely kind of fit the bill. So yeah. Well, we've reached the end of this gravel bar, and as you can see, there's really not much more. There's no way to keep going forward. That's all right, because what are we looking at? It's about 10:30 right now, so considering I got down here around 8 at Belmondo's Reach, and you know, hasn't been a bad morning, and I still got to hike out. So some interesting finds. We'll see what they look like after a couple of days soak, and yeah, if I find anything cool on the way out, I'll be sure to bring you along. Well, that's that. What can I say? It's been a fun morning. I mean, shoot. You're blessed with the resources that you can just come out and look for rocks on a Saturday morning and spend, gosh, I don't know, what are we coming up on, 11 o'clock, you know, 3 hours just wandering around looking for rocks. You know, you can't really complain, or at least I can't. Feel a bit hypocritical complaining about that. But when I come back out here, I might come back out to the Cedar River again. I would definitely not come out to Belmondo's Reach, and I would not come out to this wildlife area. It's just too heavily trafficked. I didn't show it, but all up and down this sandbar, or this gravel bar, they're just huge campfire pits and evidence of people hanging out and playing and spending a lot of time out here. So, you know, and hey, more power to them. Enjoy. God, the cottonwoods are just horrible. I don't know if y'all can see this on the camera. It's just, it kind of looks like it's snowing. It's that bad. But anyway, as I was saying, this is just a real popular area for people to hang out, and you know, and hey, rock on. You know, this is you know, everyone should be able to enjoy enjoy the outdoors for sure. But when it comes to rockhounding, you know, I say not everyone can find everything, and that's true. I mean, there were a couple pieces of pet wood and some other, you know, cool green rocks and things I found, but as far as you know, being it worth my while to come back out to these two locations, I don't think so. If I come back out to the Cedar River, I'm gonna have to do some more research, find an area that's less heavily traveled. So anyway, it's been a great morning. I'm headed back to the car, and then I gotta go do some shopping and go home and do some chores. I hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll catch up with y'all on the cleanup. All right, welcome back. Ugh, sinus infections, good times. So just a quick follow-up with the Cedar River adventures. This piece of jasper that I found right at the beginning, kind of interesting, got some interesting color to it. Not really anything spectacular, just you know, unique, interesting, and one of the few things I found that day that I thought was worth bringing home. Pretty cool little. Decided to hold on to that and bring it back with me. It's got some nice reds and oranges to it. Found this at the second location in the wildlife area. I brought it home because I thought maybe there's some garnets going on here in a couple places. I don't know. I'll have to take a closer look. But, you know, something interesting. It could just be mica. I don't know. Who gives a shit, right? So... And there's this piece of jasper that was really just a gorgeous color. So another nice piece. Jasper, because, you know, me and jasper, go figure, right? Then we had another addition to the CGR cool green rock category. This one's just got some amazing swirls. It's got some neat orange coloration to it. So I figured I'd bring it home because why not? I liked it. I found it. I brought it home. Go figure. Found this guy. I'm not really sure what it is. It's like a mixture combo of something. Anyway, kind of reminded me of a tooth, but it's not. But anyway, pretty cool rock. So I figured, what the hell? I'll bring it home. It wasn't huge or anything. So got my polka dot rock. You know me and my polka dot rocks. I like my polka dot rock. So had to bring one of those home. Found this guy. Thought it might be a possible piece of pet wood. It just kind of fits the profile as far as the way it looked. So yeah, figured I'd bring it home. Like I said, not exactly a huge piece. So another possible piece of pet wood, just based on the grain structure and everything to it. So yeah, another cool piece of pet wood. And then last but not least, this guy, and brought it home because it's got this cool little quartz thing going on in the middle of it. But yeah, I like the color. So overall, there's my bringbacks from my Cedar River adventures, or misadventures, depending on how you want to classify it. It was a good day. It was neat to get out there and explore it. And now I know that if I do decide to go back out to the Cedar River, I will definitely have to do a lot more investigation and research into what are places that I can access, and you know, where has, you know, viable sandbars or gravel bars that I can look for rocks. So you know, definitely not as easy to it's easier to get to, but not as easy once you get there as the Tahuya River. But anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. If you could throw a like or a comment, either way, you know, I'm down for that. Looking for some constructive criticism on how to make the channel better. And if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome too. So thanks everyone for joining. Thanks everyone for watching this far. I hope you all had an awesome Memorial Day weekend, and look forward to seeing you on the next Agretti Travel and Adventure. Take care now.